Oh, you know what time it is, Pinky. It's time. It's time to write music. That's what it is. So if you watch our early episodes, one of the things that we did was we did these really short musical interludes, and we don't really do those so much anymore. And I was like, I really like those. So I did that. That also really helps because those are much shorter to write. You oftentimes just need a little bit of flavor. You don't need a whole song that's gonna say a whole bunch of things. I love writing these melodic, memorable pieces, but those atmospheric kind of background pieces, those are really effective. I'm gonna try to work on those a little bit more because that's not something I tend to gravitate towards when I'm actually just writing the music. They're just like these melodic songs just come out. So we went to Chinese summer camp for maybe 2 or 3 summers, and maybe the funnest thing that we did was play with these little tops. You can throw it up. It is another ridiculously cold day out there today. Probably 20 degrees Fahrenheit or colder. It was like 13 when I got up this morning. Or was it 11? In any case, the running is going well. I just realized I'm wearing the wrong pants, but let's go do this.
My weather app says that it's 21 degrees. There's no wind right now, so wind chill is not a huge factor. And it feels way colder. Do any of you have good suggestions for a little portable thermometer? I'd actually really like to get one for Adventure Archives as well, because it's always colder than what they have it listed as, I feel like. Although, considering I don't have a thermometer, how would I know?
Okay, we got a package here from Jared. This is all 3D printed stuff and a lot of it. I don't have any to test with, but these are little holders for gas canisters when you're camping. Okay, I have no idea how this puts together. Thank you, Jared. Do you remember a week or 2 ago and I fixed my dad's iPad battery? I went on to fix his phone battery as well, and I was like, oh man, I can do this. Like, this isn't that hard. My grandma, for some reason, came into possession of somebody's old iPhone 5S, and it was iCloud locked, so you couldn't use it. And I was like, oh, I should hold on to this anyway. Now, it turns out if the phone is old enough, and probably if it hasn't been reported lost, then Apple will actually unlock it for you. So, months after getting the phone from my grandmother, I discovered this, and I was like, oh. So, I unlocked it, it worked, but the battery wasn't that good. But it turns out that the screen on this was much easier to get off than my dad's phone, and I was pulling it up, and I just ripped it off. Unfortunately, this little flex cable up here came loose. That little contact is not supposed to be out. But these phones are incredibly cheap on eBay. I was able to order one, and with a fresh battery that I can install myself for $17. So I harvested the screen from this one, and I put it on this one. Now I have a basically like new iPhone 5S that I'm using as an iPod, essentially. I just thought it was really interesting and fun that I could do this and restore it. The problem now is I have this phone that would work if I could get a screen for it, but the economics of it just don't make any sense. I could get an entire phone for like $17, or I could get a new screen for $23. Anyways, it's just extremely empowering and fun to be able to take these old devices and then make them like new again. I want to be able to do that with cars. That would be a very useful skill to have. Also, look at the size difference between my phone and this old phone. This is hilarious. Man, I have done nothing but bureaucratic nonsense today. Why is it just keeping up with that takes up so much time? Oh, why did Target fail in Canada? Tell me.
If IKEA is the global...
Okay, now it is back to making videos, which is what I thought my job was in the first place. Okay, I have learned how these work. You're supposed to like that. Wow, very cool. So there you have it. This is a little holder for a butane gas canister, which I don't have any right now. We've used all of them. Extremely lightweight, compact. Wow, that's great. He did, however, give us way too many. So if we ever finally do another meetup, I think these will be little gifts for everybody. Anyways, I realized I still haven't talked about AI art or ChatGPT. First of all, both of them are amazing, just beyond belief. AI art has a very huge problem in that they scraped everybody's artwork without their permission, but it's kind of Pandora's box. Like, how do you close that door? I don't know exactly. In ChatGPT, I suppose they also scraped everybody's writing. But setting aside all of that for just a minute, I'm not smart enough to figure out what the ramifications of all this are gonna be, but I will say that if something like ChatGPT ever comes to Siri or Google Assistant, ChatGPT is like asking a genie a question about something that you wanted to know the answer to for your whole life, and it just knows it. It knows everything. My God, ChatGPT, man, you can ask anything. I asked it like, write me a bot to buy PlayStation 5s on Best Buy, and it wrote it. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how it works. And then I got a message saying, oh, you're not allowed to do that, and then it erased the answer. The most obvious use would be to use it as a starting point. Like, I should really look into AI music because I know that's been around for a little bit longer than these others. Having something that can give you a start, or having something that can help you develop an idea and be like, I know I want to do something here. Can you help me add to this? That would be an amazing tool, and I would have no qualms using it whatsoever. I watched the Industrial Light and Magic documentary on Disney+, and one of the big things that happened in there is that all of these people who were used to doing model works and practical effects and everything, when computers came around, it literally put them out of a job because they didn't adapt. And I wonder if it's gonna be the same sort of thing now, is that you're gonna have to learn how to adapt to using these tools. I don't know. But of everything that makes me feel like we're living in the future, this is it. You can tell a computer what you want in words and it spits out an image. Mind-blowing. Okay, but that will do it for today's vlog. Just love the iPhone 5S, man. Impractically small. So I wouldn't want to keep using it, but just as far as the feel and the size, oh, I love it. Oh, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one. See you in the next one. Do you remember a week or two ago when I was saying that? Do you remember a week?